Scorpio, hey, welcome back. I'm doing a love reading again this week for June 6th until June 12th, 2021. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and maybe your Venus sign in Scorpio should you cross watch. This is, of course, a general love connection reading, so it might not resonate for you, which is totally okay. Take the things that are for you today, leave everything else behind, and let's get into your higher vibes. I've mentioned before on the love readings that they don't always address romantic love in our lives because we have love with other people that we are not in romantic relationships with. So this may come up for a close friendship, for a family member, for a, I don't know, colleague that you care about a lot. So keep an open mind as we go through here. If the reading today does resonate on any level, please leave me a thumbs up, leave me your comments, your questions. I love hearing from you. I always try to get back to you, so please do connect. It means the world. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, then you can be here with me every week, and wouldn't that be so fun? All right, let's see what's going on here, Scorpio. Woo-wee! Okay. Scorpio, overall energy, 8 of Wands. All right, we're doing some talking. We are sharing our thoughts. We are sharing our feelings. We are exchanging information that is going to be important for what happens in the future here. Interesting energy for them in this connection. They are freaking focused on love, on soulmate, on finding that person that is their other half. If they're already with you, I think it's possible this is an existing relationship, okay? Actually, in a bigger way. This person right now is thinking about long term. They are focused on marriage, on family, on building a home, on nurturing the love, on what the two of you can achieve together. There is a real seeking soulmate, seeking that other half of me energy about this person in your connection. For you in the connection here, 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. It's interesting because this person is really thinking about sort of the team, the unity that is the relationship, that sense of balance that you bring to one another's life, that sense of soulmate sort of energy. But for you right now, Scorpio, I think you are trying to get yourself right for them, okay? For yourself, but also for them. You don't feel yet that you've put enough work into yourself to be deserving of this, I think. So you're struggling a little bit when this person is telling you just like how much they love you, how they vision this future together. And for you, you're like, oh, but I still need to achieve this, and I still need to work on my this. And I don't know if I'm yet ready to be thinking about the future because I don't know that I am yet, the person that deserves that love, that support. It's a bit of an internal thing. And I think maybe we're going to be looking at sharing some of that internal dialogue with our partner this week. Coming into the connection energy for you, Scorpio, Page of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Death card, which is your card here. I do think that once you start to open up to this person, once you start to share the shortcomings you perceive yourself to have that might limit you from being the partner that they think you are, that they hope you are, that they're going to help you find some strategies to come back into that confidence, to recognize that you don't need to change anything about yourself to be deserving of their love. You already have their love. And they want to help you reframe how you're looking at yourself. They want you to stop seeing yourself as something that needs to be fixed and instead start looking at the ways in which you can grow and grow together. It's kind of like really nice energy. This is a supportive partner you have for sure. Let's clarify and see what else we can learn. I'll start with this 8 of Wands. Okay. Queen of Wands just came out here, 5 of Inspiration, and the Muse of Materials. Yeah, for the two of you to come together in best harmony with one another, there are some things that you need to discuss and overcome as a couple. You are both in your own right, powerful, grounded, knowing of who you are, knowing of where you need to grow, knowing of what you want out of life. Obviously, you are very focused on that self-growth sort of part right now, but there are some things that just aren't talked about maybe actively between the two of you because you know, maybe you don't want to have those heavy conversations. Maybe you feel uncomfortable with sharing the ways in which you feel that you have shortcomings because you don't want this person to see you any differently. And maybe they are sort of the same. So there's a need here for some open dialogue where we can come together and say, here's the problems I am facing in myself, and here's how I see it affecting us as a unit. And what are we going to do about that? How are we going to help find the best strategies to move ourselves forward so that we can, you know, be empowered together and have an empowered relationship with one another? I want to take a look for them at the Lovers card that came out. Queen of Materials, Hanged Muse, and the Ace of Voices here. Yeah, this person is like ready to set roots. Like they see you as, you know, the one. They're like, they're not ready to, they don't want to move on from you. They want to find the right ways to communicate with you, that you're it, you're the one and only, you're the future that they see for themselves. They're not going anywhere. And I think that that's going to be something that will reassure you when you finally become willing to open your heart up a little bit, to open your mind up a little bit, share that internal world. Scorpio, you're so known for playing your cards close to your chest, for internalizing and working through things on your own. This person, I do believe, really wants you to recognize that you don't have to do it by yourself. They want to understand your internal dialogue. They want to understand your internal process. And they want to help you, you know, recognize the power and beauty that is, you know, having that back and forth with somebody where you can be vulnerable and you're safe to be vulnerable. For you, I'm going to look at the Five of Swords here. Eight of Emotions, the World, and the Three of Inspiration. Yeah, Scorpio, I think you have fear of not being able to follow through in the ways that you think your partner wants you to or needs you to here. And you know that you don't necessarily want to plan everything out because you're scared that you won't meet those expectations, because you still have that work that you want to get done for yourself, that you need to get done for yourself. So it's like a little bit of cold feet energy. I don't think that you necessarily want the relationship to end, but I think you are fearful about how you will respond to being asked for the next step in that relationship if you don't think you are yet ready for it. All right, let's take a look in the connection here for you at this Death card, at your card. It is your reading after all. The Star, the Seven of Emotions, and the Muse of Voices. Yeah. Scorpio, in order to get what you want out of this relationship and get what you want out of life in general, you need to become more comfortable with vocalizing how you feel about things. And that can be big feelings or small feelings, but it's about learning to feel empowered in my ability to communicate. Hey, I'm feeling frustrated because of blah. I am feeling down on myself right now because this happened, or we had this conversation that reminded me about whatever. It's about you finding ways to become more empowered in communicating your emotional needs and the emotions that you're dealing with, so that you can stop trying to handle everything on your own or pushing people away while you're dealing with something on your own, because that can be perceived the wrong way. You know, somebody's just going to see you rejecting them, pushing them away, keeping them at a distance, when for you, you might be trying to protect them, you know? So be conscious of the intent and the actions that you're taking here when it comes to this person, because you have a partner here that cares very, very much about your love. They see all this good in you and they're not budging. They don't want to go anywhere. They don't want the relationship to end. They don't want you to change. You know, so make the changes that you want for you, but don't assume that your partner wants or needs you to change for them. We'll take one last message here. Two of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Four of Wands. I think once the two of you have a conversation about where you both actually want to go, what you both want out of life, what you're both seeking, and the future that you visualize together, that's going to help you feel more ready to take that next step. And that next step might look like engagement. That next step might look like what we're moving in together. That next step might look like, you know, just a promise ring commitment, meeting the parents. It could be anything. But I think there needs to be a conversation, and the conversation needs to be rooted in where we want to go and what we both feel we need to overcome to get there. Okay, so don't be scared to open your heart this week, Scorpio. You have a partner who loves you, who has a future in mind with you. They want to be part of your internal dialogue, they want to be part of your process. And I think that it's going to feel better for you when you do start to let them in as well. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, leave me that thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you back here next week.